We're here in Seattle. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the New York Mets taking on the Seattle Mariners. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. We have an absolute treat on tap today as two of the game's best pitchers go head-to-head, Singy.
Yeah, and when these two are on, it's nothing short of electric, Boog. Neither of them likes to give an inch. Fierce competitors that have been dominant all season long. Will be a legit pitching duel in this one.
I was made to shine. I don't draw no down. I'ma say that up. Throw it all in the safe. I don't play it safe. Cause I need that ring. Looking at my wrist, I'm on time. It's perfect. Ever shook my hand, let's go mine. It's worth it. Money keep on calling my line. I'm working. Shorty wasting my time. She urgent.
First pitch coming your way next.
Crash out. Nah, I'm finna max out.
And on the hill in this one, George Kirby. What's the scouting report on him?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
All right, just about ready for baseball. Here's Francisco Lindor. And we're underway from Seattle. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Here's Juan Soto. Hee-haw! Kirby, a former All-Star, 28 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. So now 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's a Mets lineup now. In the 6th spot for them in this one, Francisco Alvarez.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. And a foul ball. Quick move to first. Lindor back in there. Lindor over at first with 1 away. That one way inside. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Kirby checks over to first, and he's back. The batter now, Jorge Polanco, delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Down, ball.
Right through there for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Fastball is
that's
outside.
Ball.
Two now. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a ball lifted left field, and that is that. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. Now it'll be the M's turn. No score.
I can see it in their conscience, and I know they all watching. I've been balling since the YMC. Hey, know the work, yeah, I gotta be.
And taking the ball for the Mets, Nolan McLean. Top 5 in wins, and every time he takes the mound, you expect results.
Yeah, he's setting the tone early and giving his team a real chance to win. That impact shows up in every series they play.
He doesn't just pitch, he competes.
Yeah, but that kind of consistency is what every rotation needs. Much like you, partner. He's a true X factor.
Stepping in, J.P. Crawford. McLean recently earned Rookie of the Month honors.
The way this kid played over the last month, it's no wonder he got recognized for it. We'll see if he can keep it up as the league adjusts to him, though.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And one out now. Okay, let's check out the lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Late on that fastball. And there's a ball.
That's inside. That's a ball.
And that one hammered. And that one is foul. So we'll try it again.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly what the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does. And you're tied up.
Fires over to first. And here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of first.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 8.
2 down, bases empty. Now it's the right fielder, Dominic Canzone, with 3 hits so far in the series, and he's knocked in 3 runs as well.
The pitch backed up a little bit, expecting it to go middle away, and it just sort of stayed on the inside corner. Probably good take, because he would have gotten jammed had he swung the bat.
That's a ball.
Left field. Soto really on his horse for
Foul
it.
ball.
Won't get to this one. It drops foul.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
2 down, nobody on. On a bounce right side, Simeon. The throw to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Scoreless after 1. Back at T-Mobile Park, top of the second, Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. Beatty with a homer in his last game.
Ball. Heck.
Boog, one of our favorites. Jerry Hillsdale umpiring behind home plate in this one. Pretty much by the book with his strike zone.
And because he's so by the book, you'll sometimes see pitchers questioning him. They'll make a good pitch on the edge of the zone, want the strike, and not get the call. But most of the time,
Ball.
Jerry gets it right. He's a good one. Got him. One gone here. And next for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez.
I'm liking the power he's shown recently. 3 home runs over the last 5 games.
High fly ball down the left field line. Carrying well. Out of here. His 12th of the season, and the Mets jump in front. It's 1-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
1 down. Now here is Tyrone Taylor.
Oh yeah.
Here comes the 0-1. And that one fouled off. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Swings and misses. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, low and away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Two down, nobody on. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that'll do it. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo homer. It's now a 1-0 ball game.
I've been on top, never go fly, cause I'm meticulous. I keep on winning, putting up dubs. I feel like I'm limitless.
Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez. On the ground,
That
right
ball's
side,
foul.
and it goes just foul. McClain was recently named Pitcher of the Month for some outstanding work on the mound. 0-1 now. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
No question that he earned that Pitcher of the Month award, Boog. He was just dominant. String together enough of those, and you can expect some other hardware on the Mander.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. That one in the dirt, and the count's even at 2. In the air, left field. Soto under it. And there's one away.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 12, Josh.
Here's Josh Naylor. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. That catches the corner.
Well, he left that changeup up, got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Got him swinging. Had him out front for strike 3.
Away, away, away. And clearly that was the plan right there. He just wasn't able to put it in play, and that should tell you something as a hitter. Sometimes you're a little too conscious of the inside pitch, and you're not able to cover that outside part of the plate. So clearly some adjustments to be made next time.
Brendan Donovan up next for the Mariners. Donovan launched a homer in his most recent game. And that's in for a strike.
That's a ball.
That is the inning. Nothing across here this half. We played 2 full. It's the Mets 1 and the Mariners nothing. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. Back in Seattle, on to the 3rd inning. Luis Robert Jr. up now for the Mets.
He's looking to hit the ball the other way in 99% of his at-bats. But if you make a mistake middle in, he can touch you up for a 4-bagger. This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split-finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses. Fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
On the ground to the left, Crawford. Over to first, and one away in the top of the 3rd.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. He's 1 for 1. Led off the game with a single. Fouled off left side. The 0-1. That one catches the corner for a strike.
Ball.
Fights it off. He'll see another. The 1-2. Started to go after it. Now a look down to 3rd, and he held back according to Rusty Valentine. 2-2 on the way. On a line out towards center. Diving, makes the grab. What a play. This dive wasn't the result of a bad route, Singy. The only reason he made the plays because his route was so good.
No doubt, Boog. StatCast tells the same story. I mean, he got to his spot as quickly as you can possibly get there, and he had to in order to have a chance at that diving play. Just special.
Soto in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. Soto working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers. 2 down, nobody on. Fastball for a strike.
Well, we've seen him flex some impressive power this season, and there's still a lot of time to go. If he can keep up this pace he's on, we could be in for something really special.
Here.
3-2 now.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Crawford throws the first in time, and that is that. Nothing doing for the Mets, but they lead it 1-0. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Gets the outside corner with that one. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
At the plate, Luke Raley. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Now it's the second baseman, Cole Young. Homered last night, added another hit as well. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Man at first, one away.
Ball.
Two and one now. Run around the move, and he hits a ground ball right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Number 3, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
First and second, one out. J.P. Crawford getting ready to hit. Led off the game with a strikeout.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
On the ground, could be two. Flips it. There's one, and that's two.
Got the batter to hit it exactly where he wanted. That textbook 6-4-3 double play, gets out of the jam and back in the dugout.
I've been working 24/7. They ain't give me nothing easy, so I had to go and get it. I'm a legend.
Back at T-Mobile Park, start of the fourth. Bo Bichette up now for the Mets. Swinging a foul straight back.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there,
that's a ball.
and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And now it's 1-2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Not close with that one, and the count is filled up. Stays alive. And a 3-2. Swings through it for the K. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And next for New York, Jorge Polanco. Fly to left his first time. Polanco, 32 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. No balls, 2 strikes. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's the 2-2. That's a little bit low.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Got him looking for the strikeout. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for New York, Brett Beatty. His first at bat was a strikeout.
Yeah!
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Can't glove it cleanly. Still fires to first. Down in order go the Mets, but they still lead it 1-0. And we're back. We talked at the top about just how dominant these aces have been, and today, just wow.
I mean, look at these numbers, Boog. This is elite execution. The command, the presence, the poise. They brought the full arsenal today.
I'm a big man. You couldn't kick it with me even with a kickstand. Oh, you got big ideas? Well, I got a big plan. And I only take it up with the big man.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
That clips the corner.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Ball.
And it's filled up.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
That one misses.
That's ball 4.
So a
Take your
leadoff
base.
walk.
Got a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow, Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Canzone swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Swing and a bouncer. Off balance throw in time. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Up next for the Mariners, the center fielder, number 24.
So now with 1 away and a man at second. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. He's a guy who does it all. And that's in the dirt. And that's ball 1. Man at second.
Well, this is a little tough for the hitter. In the back of the mind, you're wondering with first base open, am I going to get a pitch to hit? Got to stay back. Let your hands work. Stay in the middle of the field.
Ball.
And that one a little below the knees. And now 3-0. Josh Naylor in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Here's a 3-0. And that clips the inside corner. Tying run in scoring position. We're here at the bottom of the 4th. And ball 4 to a board.
Well, he took his chance at getting into chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
And now it's Josh Naylor. He's 0 for 1. Outside low. And that is ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And fouled off. Fought off foul.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
2 on, 1 out. Got him swinging for the strikeout.
Next for the Mariners, the third baseman, Brendan.
And the batter now, Brendan Donovan. 0 for 1 so far.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Runner around third. Now he launches a throw over his head. And he's going to make it up to second base as that's a 2-base error. Now it's Randy Arozarena. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Second and third, 2 down. Ground ball left side. Whips it across, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. And that one is lifted in the air. Rayleigh under it. And there's 1 down. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Tyrone Taylor.
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. Struck out swinging his first time. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1. And that's just foul. The 0-2. Struck him out swinging. Picks up strikeout number 7. Now it's Marcus Semien. He's 0 for 1.
That's a ball.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out at a splitter. Halfway home. All even. 1 apiece. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Number 20.
Uptown swing like New Jack up top. High heel got you with a view at. I was on top
And a foul ball.
Well, these Mariners finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Number 2.
Here's the second baseman, Cole Young. Reached on an infield single his first time. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. Home run number 5 on the season, and now they're out front. It's 3-1.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
J.P. Crawford. Crawford. Up next for the Mariners.
1.
2 down, nobody on. And now they're out front. It's 3-1. The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing. J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners.
Yeah, what?
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means. With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. He's one of the best players in the game. First pitch, and he has to get out of the way.
That's the ball.
Great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Now 3-0.
That's the ball. Outside.
Well, they gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, number 8.
So digging in, Dominic Canzone. He's grounded out a couple of times. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That misses.
Ball.
2 balls, no strikes. That clips the corner. Canzone wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And the strike is overturned after review. So they've still got both their challenges. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. Last half of inning number 5. And there's the automatic. That one fouled off. Payoff pitch. On the ground. Simeon gets it to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. The Mariners pick up a run thanks to this solo homer. We're through 5. This is Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. Back in Seattle. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. So up next, Luis Robert Jr.
Luis Robert.
That's the ball.
And that one ripped into right. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Nobody out. Lindor has a chance to tie it. 1 for 2. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one carrying. That's down. One hops off the wall. Robert on his way around third. And now they trail by 1.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. What a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Juan Soto now. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Lindor zipping around third. He'll score and then tie it. Now a relay to second, but he's in there easily.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over it. Just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. George Kirby gives way, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for the
New pitcher for the Mariners, Carlos Vargas.
Carlos Vargas.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that one fouled off. Man at second. This to third. Toss to Naylor. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
The first baseman,
Jorge Polanco up now for the Mets.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
The Mets with the go-ahead run standing at second, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Tap foul at the plate.
Really
Ball,
good
that's
take,
high.
especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Go ahead run on base. Brett Beatty now at the plate. Swing and a pop up. Naylor has a beat on it. And that's the 3rd out. They get 2 and draw even again. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. All tied up at 3 apiece. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Reed Garrett. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
The center fielder, number 44, Julio Rodriguez.
And that one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1.
Here.
Misses
That's the
just
ball.
off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. One down. Josh Naylor up next for the Mariners.
Number 12, Josh Naylor.
Makes the grab, and there's 2 out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Now here is Brendan Donovan.
Hey.
Next
Strike
offering
2.
in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
2 down, nobody on. Popped up. And that will end the inning. Mariners go down quietly there. 6 innings are in the books. Score holds at 3-3.
Say I switched up, say I'm closed off. Wasn't friends back then, I don't know y'all. Remember you never bet on me then.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Gabe Spire.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. He's already homered here in this one. Jackknifes out of the way. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Spire, the lefty who lights up the radar gun. He features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, and he works in a slider. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Ball.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Two now. And that's downstairs and outside. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Rodriguez gets under it. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Mets, the right fielder, number 15, Tyrone.
And next for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor. Pulls that one foul. Out to center. Rodriguez should have this one. And there's 2 down.
The batter, number 10, second baseman, Marcus.
Here is Marcus Semien.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
That's time. That's the ball.
Activity in the bullpen. Jose A. Ferrer getting ready to go. Brash getting cranked up as well. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count 1-2. On the ground to third. On to first, and Simeon is out. And that is that. Mets go down quickly, so no change in the score. It's 3-3.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. A.J. Minter.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Now it's the Mariners DH, Randy Arozarena.
Designated hitter, Randy Arozarena.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
No, that's out.
Strike 2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
The 2-2 now. And a swing and a miss. And there's one down.
Well, that was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with a fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly they with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Raley in the box again. Takes a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
0-1. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. All tied up. You're the bottom of the seventh. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. The 0-2. On the ground to third, Bichette. That's out number 2.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Cole Young.
And up next for Seattle, Cole Young. He's already homered in this game. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. Two down, nobody on.
Hee-haw!
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Taylor settles underneath it, and that'll do it. Mariners are down in order. Score remains tied at 3.
Told you I do it. We talking cash again. Told you I prove it. Winning's what I do, kid.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Matt Brash.
Well, he's had trouble at times keeping the ball in the park this season. Something to keep in mind here.
So here's Robert now.
Now this guy, a player that if he gets on base has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
In the air to left center. And a quick out, number 1.
Up next to the bat, the shortstop,
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. And that one almost got him. Action
inside.
in the bullpen for Seattle. Andres Munoz, the closer of the staff, is throwing. All tied up, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they had the lead. Francisco Lindor sends it out. And the Mets jump in front. It's 4-3.
Nothing better than hitting a home run to put your team out in front. He's enjoying a fun trip around the bases. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
One down. So up next for New York, Juan Soto.
That missed. That's a ball.
That's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
Gets him to chase after that one. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
2 down, base is empty. Bichette digs in now.
Ball.
The 1-0. And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. And he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off the throw. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Mets 4 and the Mariners 3. This is Mariners baseball on the Show Northwest. Back at T-Mobile Park, ready for the bottom of the 8th. J.P. Crawford getting ready to hit. And that's fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. He's got it. One away.
Up next for the Mariners,
Cal Raleigh, the next to hit. This guy with light tower power. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And that puts the tying run on base.
Always feels amazing getting the job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So digging in, Dominic Canzone. 0 for 3 in this one. Just missed. Out to short, Lindor. Off balance feed, there's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Through 8 full, it's the Mets 4 and the Mariners 3. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest.
Let's go, let's go. Yeah. Keep it up, let's go. Keep it up, let's go.
Back in Seattle, all set to start the 9th in this one. Jorge Polanco up now for the Mets.
Ball.
Some activity in the Mariners bullpen. Cooper Criswell appears to be getting loose. Ferrer getting loose as well. Now 1-1.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Swing and a miss. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Beatty at the plate now. That's ball 1. The 1-0. And another ball. Pitch misses. Ball 3.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
In for a strike. Good slider. And that one misses outside.
Ball 4.
It's
Take your
ball
base.
4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
And here is Francisco Alvarez. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot. Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. The 1-0.
Hey!
And there's a base hit to left. quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And here is Tyrone Taylor. On the ground, a second, might be 2. To Crawford for 1. On the nailer, we got 2. 1 hit, 1 left. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Mets 4 and the Mariners 3. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Devin Williams.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
There's the strike, 95 of that one.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
One-run game, bottom 9.
That's
off the
ball.
inside corner, and it's 1-1. That's inside.
Oh, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game. But if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Late swing, fouled off.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Swing and a ground
That's
ball,
a foul.
but it kicks foul. The 2-2. That one missed. Josh Naylor in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And a payoff pitch. And he walked it.
Ball 4,
and
take your base.
Represents the tying run on base after that hard-fought walk. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. And stepping in for the Mariners, Josh Naylor. Ball 1 there. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And Naylor swings through that one. Here's a 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Got him swinging for the K. Down to the last out for the Mariners.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated, and then this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Next to hit, Brendan Donovan. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. down, nobody on. That one almost got him.
Hee-haw!
Hit in the air out to center field. Robert settles under this one. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets with the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
4-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Sound like it's supposed to. I won't break the code. Young try not to. We just pray that we get old. My is gone. If they was not in the field, I won't put their name in the song. I've been in the zone. Calling my from jail, just praying they pick up the phone. Try to get to come get it with me. If they was too busy, I'll get it alone. Watch how you approach. Young and a ghost. I'm blessed like I run with the Pope. If I